Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. I'm very excited for this week, stream-wise. Starting today, we're going to be playing through Wintermute once again. This time, I'm only going to be doing the story because I want to focus on one episode per stream. So that's, the ideal outcome would be I finish Wintermute next Friday. Not the one that's coming, but the one after. So that way, I can get this out of the way before episode 5 drops sometime next year. I'm gonna guess it's probably February, but my schedule is so jam-packed for the rest of the year. I want to make sure that I have this playthrough done before that. I know that next month we're gonna get, tomorrow we're getting Stalker 2, and then next month we're getting part 6 for the expansion. So I know December is gonna be quite full of like schedule wise for the streams. So let's do this now. This is like the only time I'm gonna get to do this. But regarding the schedule, it's gonna be the Long Dark on Tuesdays and Fridays for the next 2 weeks, and then Stalker 2, which is coming out tomorrow, on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If you are interested in that, just to let you know. Also, no sound effects commands for this playthrough, and no stream alerts of any kind, because I want this to be as clean as possible, because we're going to be playing through the story and diving through the lore of that. Alright. But just to let you know at the top of the stream, if you have any questions regarding the lore of the game, whether if it's Wintermute related or just the Long Dark background lore in general, please let me know, and I will try to explain it as I play. Along during these streams. So don't be afraid to ask a question for something you don't understand. But we're just going to be here and enjoying the story of Wintermute once again and get a refresher on everything. I actually do need a refresher for everything, because now that I've done the main episode 4 video, which came out last Friday. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm going to be working on a recap of all of Wintermute. So from the beginning of episode 1, the intro cutscene, to the final bits of episode 4, which is that last cutscene with Astrid. I think I'll put it in chronological order, so it's less about like episode 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more of just like the chronological events of Wintermute, because some of the events kind of overlap and some of them are out of order a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing. Also, it's kind of cool. I totally forgot, if you just like don't move your mouse, the HUD will go away like it did a second ago, and that would give me a very high resolution screenshot, which I just made all the thumbnails for these 4 streams. And Hinterland has a habit of posting very low quality, or just not even just Hinterland, everyone has the habit of posting very low quality screenshots for the game. So I would like to get the episode 1 background. I will do that off stream at some point. It's this basically, but when you like, say if I load episode, maybe this will work. This is my episode 3 save. If I quit that. Now how do I get that? Do I have to like finish it maybe? Quit to menu. Will that give me the episode 3 screen? There it is. Okay, so that's how I do that. Alright, I'll figure that out later, because I want to get the high quality versions of these, and I don't know how to get them out of the game files. If someone knows, let me know. Because I want to use these for the thumbnails. So let's begin a brand new playthrough, starting with episode 1. Do not go gentle. Let me mute the game first because of the copywritten music. In fact, I'm just gonna cut that whole cutscene out for copyright reasons. You know why. We're gonna do this on. We're going to do this on Green Survivor, because this is just for the story. I don't want to have to deal with wolves. I want to do these episodes in like 3 hours, if possible. Episode 1. I'll just call them recap. Episode 1 recap. Try using Unity Explorer. Might as well do it myself. I can get Wintermute properly booting up with that mod. Oh. Interested to take a look at this one. Too bad Wintermute was split from the base game, so mods won't work besides the dev console. Yeah, imagine that's not easy to do nowadays. Here we go. Gonna skip that.
Astrid. Astrid! The Joker. Seems about right. Feels like another record cold snap on the way. I'd better get a fire going before the pipes freeze up again.
Alright, let's begin. That wasn't muted or anything. No, it wasn't. Okay, good. Boop. Alright. Yeah. Totally under control there, Will. What is that? I can't even tell. I mean, obviously it's some kind of liquor. But is it plain old whiskey? Is it scotch? No idea. So we can take these matches. There's also, if you didn't know this, I didn't know this about this until recently. You can go around and interact with random shit. Here's a photo of Will and his dad and his brother, I'm assuming.
A rare Mackenzie family photo.
That's the only time you can see that.
Miss you, Dad.
Oh, can't tell if it's like miss you, Dad, as in rest in peace, Dad, or he's just not here right now. We got a cell phone and a telephone. Damn, that's a rotary phone too. That is ancient. Memories? I think that's why they call it memories, because you can go around and oh boy.
Great Bear Island.
Great Bear Island.
Dad used to fly there all the time. He said it used to be beautiful.
Yells Astro like
Not
Rookie
much
yells
reason to go there
Adrian.
these days, since the quakes and all.
Rocky. Got it. Adrian! Astrid! Yeah, pretty much. Got a cooking pot. Can I bring all this with me? Will I have all this with me in my inventory? Like when we crash land? Let's see. Let's see if I have this cooking pot when we land. Excuse me. Jeebus. Alright, we're literally trying to start a fire here. That's some Royal Canadian whiskey. Got it. Probably, yeah, it's a parody of it. Damn, I forgot how long this takes when you're level 1. Alright. Let's make sure the pipes don't freeze. Explore the hangar.
Well,
the plane.
here we are, old girl. Your best flights may be behind you, but you're still beautiful to me.
Oh.
And anyways, you're all I've got.
Let me know if you want me to turn the
I'd
volume
sure love
up,
to give you
because
one last
to
great
me it feels a
adventure.
little quiet. So we got a seaplane. I don't know much about planes, but obviously it's a seaplane. You can land in the water and on land. This is how Mackenzie was intending to get to Great Bear Island. They weren't going to land at an airfield. There's no airfield on the island that's functional or open. They were just going to land in the water. Got a hammer, got a hacksaw. Can I take? Oh. Books. Got random scraps. Well, that's weird. We only hear these noises in, you know, in an Aurora. It's so weird hearing, like, everything powered and functioning. I'm just bringing this with me. I'm probably not going to end up using it. Actually, it might be a good idea to bring with me. Because we know Grey Mother is going to be requesting a lot of food and wood for fire. Might as well. John, welcome. Glad to see you. Hope everyone is having a great day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. I forgot to say. Everyone, please make sure you leave a like on the live stream. Please and thank you.
Damn, I was right. Pipes froze up again.
RIP. Too bad we don't have any steam tunnels underground. Sorry, I gotta get rid of some notifications. What else we got?
I don't remember needing my parka this early in the season. It seems to get colder every year. Getting pretty late in the day. Guess
that was it.
Take a nap.
Can I not interact with the picture of Astrid? I wonder if that's after. I think the map too. You can look at the map too. That's after the cutscene here. So let's take a nappy nap, and then watch this cutscene. There's no copyright music in this, right? No. Ah, chocolate bar. You never know when you need an emergency chocolate bar on a trip like this. Oh wait, hold on. We don't know about the trip yet. Ah.
Those were better days.
Oh. Yeah, it's a picture of Astrid. Big sad. Just checking in case there's something. Who could that be?
Who could that be?
Like I wrote the script. What is that? Oh, is that from the mod? That might be from the mod. Hold on. No, don't mute the game. Mute myself.
What?
Oops. I skipped it by accident. That was loud. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh shit! I gotta reset the whole thing. Okay, that's fine. Hold on.
Great Bear
Oh, I don't
Island.
need to interact with that. I think.
Dad used to fly there all the time.
There we go. Let's do this again.
Not much reason to go there these days.
Sorry, everyone. I don't want to skip the cutscene. Oh, I just realized I have the cutscenes recorded. I could have just played that. Oh well. Too bad. Too late. Damn it, Toast. I'm sorry. Hello, Parker. I am doing well.
Come on.
Relatively well. I had a really strange day yesterday. But I'm doing fine right now.
That did it.
Do I just need to, like, interact with a jacket?
I don't remember needing my parka this early in the season. It seems to get colder every year. Damn, I was right. Pipes froze up again.
Maybe I do need to interact with everything again.
Well,
At least the plane.
here we are, old girl.
Toasty, your band. Oh, big
The
sigh.
best flights may be behind you.
I can't move right
Still
now.
beautiful to me. And anyways, you're all I've got. I'd sure love to give you one last great adventure.
Excuse me. Said everything?
Those were better days.
Oh. Interesting.
Getting pretty late in the day.
Ah, there we go.
Guess I could take a nap.
Okay. Don't forget the pot. I got the pot. Okay, let's just see if that even lets me keep it. I'm gonna do this. Cover that. Let me know if this is too loud, because it's loud for me. I will turn it down for myself, though. I think it's just it's because like the actual cinematic cutscenes are louder than the in-game ones. Here we go.
Who could that be? Jackrabbit Remote Transport, Mackenzie speaking.
I told her not to come up. I told her you couldn't fly in this weather. For once, will you not be so damn
Whoa,
stubborn and
whoa,
listen?
slow down, Maureen. What are you talking about?
She just showed up. Said you'd see her. Said you'd fly her north. I know you need the money. The weather service...
It's okay, Maureen. I've got it from here.
Hello, Will.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah. Years. I haven't heard from you since...
I know. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
Well... What brings you... I mean... Are you sick?
No, not me. But I need to get to someone who is.
Right. So you're still a doctor?
Yes, I'm still a doctor.
I thought that after... Why are you here?
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
Great Bear? There's nothing there anymore. Not since...
I know. But I have to get there.
Still trying to save the world, huh?
Somebody has to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mackenzie... Will... I didn't come here to fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote. Someone who won't ask too many questions. Someone I can trust.
Wait. Questions? Astrid, are you in trouble?
Are you gonna help me, or not?
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
What's in the case, Astrid?
No questions.
Look, the weather out there is bad. Bad. But it's getting worse. You walk in here after years. I could have been dead. You could have been. And then you show up and you want me to just risk my life flying into the middle of the great northern nowhere to deliver you in some mystery metal case to some remote wilderness outpost. All because you walked in here and asked me to?
Yes.
Astrid, you can't bring him back.
This isn't about that.
I know how hard it's been.
No. You don't know, Mackenzie. You don't know anything.
You don't think I feel it too?
Are you gonna take me or not? The longer I wait, the worse it'll get. Damn it. I don't have time for this.
Wait. The worse what we'll get? Why do I have a feeling you're not talking about the weather?
Because I'm not.
Throw your bags in the plane. I'll get started on pre-flight. Better buckle up tight, because it's going to be a rough ride. Let's see. 2 people plus enough fuel to get us out to Great Bear and back leaves... almost no capacity for cargo. If we're too heavy, we'll burn through our fuel before we get there. I'll have to be careful about what else I take with me.
I was gonna say, I am so glad I was muted there. I have the most foul burp right at the end there. All right. What was I gonna say? Yes. Who said Dr. Commander Shepard? Yeah, it's It's Commander Shepard and Commander Shepard are the voice actors of this game, the main characters, Mark Meir and Jennifer Hale, male and female Shepard, respectively. There's a couple of subtle references to Mass Effect in the game. Someone pointed out that the tales kind of hint at some Mass Effect like concept called indoctrination theory, where I'm not super familiar with the game or the everything about the game and indoctrination theory, but they mentioned that Patient 7's dreams. In one of the dreams they saw a shadow figure, which is kind of a reference to. It's a loose reference to indoctrination theory, because with that, people that are indoctrinated by the Reapers, I think that's what they're called, will see oily shadow figures. And that's how they know they're like indoctrinated, they're under control. It's like a pseudo reference or Easter egg even, I would call it that. So we don't need the flare gun because we're not going in with the we're not going to be fighting wolves. Hello, Chris Ballard, welcome. Welcome everyone, I appreciate you joining. Make sure you leave a like, of course. A playthrough. Does this mean the last episode is about to come out? Sometime early next year. I'm doing this now because next month I know the expansion is getting that last update. So we're going to be busy, essentially, in December. And I wanted to do this before Stalker 2 and well, technically Stalker 2 comes out tomorrow. I wanted to do this before the expansion update comes out. And I do want to do a lot of fun ideas for the final update, because I want to really look into the trader system and like get to know it very well and see what that's all about. But also I want to do some streams where we're customizing various bases. That'd be really fun. That will probably take me all of December and maybe even into January. But we don't really know when the
mysterious
expansion actually drops, or the episode 5 actually drops.
What's inside?
But it'll probably be in February if I had to guess. So we don't need that because we're not fighting wolves. I'm gonna take this because I know we need the food.
Bars, purification tablets.
For Grey Mother. Let's just make it
champions.
easier by grabbing the food. And let's see if this will let me... Let me see if this will let me carry the...
Just need to grab my part.
The cooking pot. Yeah, okay, hold on. I did lower the volume for me. So, is that too loud? Let me know. Because it's super loud for me. I don't know why the cutscenes are so much louder than, you know, the base game. I can't change the cutscene volume in here. But let me know if it's too loud. Because we're about to get another loud cutscene. I think we're done here. Let me just look at the comments. Did you see Zach's video where he shouts you out? I mentioned it in a prior... are you talking about a relatively new video? Because he did that a while ago, like months ago. I did see your comment. Alright, I'm gonna shut my face hole here for a bit.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Wearing what?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I just forgot to take it off.
I wear mine too.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
I thought you wanted to forget.
Not all of it.
Look. I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure? Because this all seems pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher? Dr. What's his name?
No. No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor? That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie. Plenty of things you could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's under control.
I know, okay? I'm not here to fight, really.
I think about him all the time, you know?
I know you do.
But I did. The choice I made.
did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not.
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to
Mackenzie,
say.
not now. There's...
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
That is not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. Whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit! What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
Will?
Astrid? Oh! Astrid!
Yikes! That looked like it hurt.
Right through the windshield.
Damn, there's more
Trees
dialogue.
broke
I
my
forgot about
fall.
that.
Oh, mostly.
The crash. Let me just grab. Am I still bleeding? Oh yeah, I am
First
bleeding.
aid.
Okay, so as long as I'm not bleeding, we're good. Oh, it took my cookie pot away. Damn it. Alright, we'll worry about the loot in the morning. I'll just grab what I can grab here. So anyways, welcome to the apocalypse. Pretty gnarly way for the world to end. Do I need to start a fire? Oh, I do, yeah. Absolutely. Just gonna put it right next to these bones. Oh yeah, the music was great. I was gonna say this earlier. Chris Velasco is the name of the composer for the music, the soundtrack. He did an amazing job with the soundtrack for this game, especially the main theme, like the main melody for episode 1, and the main theme song for the game, and Crossroads Elegy. Such good songs. And also there's,
I don't feel so good.
I think my favorite
I need
song
to rest up.
is the one that plays when you talk to Grey Mother for the last time. It's called You See Things Others Would Miss, something like that. Because, you know, Grey Mother's blind. I think it's a reference to that. Alright, we're gonna go to bed. That one is such a good song. I love using that one because it starts slow and it like swells a little
Astrid
bit
hasn't
and then
come
eventually
looking for me.
breaks into the main song.
Which means she can't come looking for
I love
me.
that song in particular.
Because she's hurt. Or worse.
I forgot how good the Long Dark is. Oh, it is.
I'd better
really good.
get back up to the crash site.
It's really good when it's not. And then when it is good. When it's not good, it's... Kill me in-game. I think the trader is a good idea. You leave a message behind the payment of some kind, and you get free loot from someone else trying to survive and not attack you. I don't think it's free loot. You gotta, pay for it. But yeah. I don't think we know exactly if there's going to be a person involved or not. They didn't really specify that. They didn't specify it's going to be like Raft. Well, Raft has a stand there and a register, but there's no person. But you can still somehow trade. It's probably going to be a little more realistic
It
than
worked.
that. I would hope so. I need agua. Delicious snow water. Some game cutscenes volume is controlled by music. Ah, interesting. So I thought it was a more recent one of his. I'm looking at the comments here. That one didn't sound as loud. It was the one before. Alright. Let's leave that going for now. Still smoldering. Yeah, we'll grab the sticks, because then we can just drop them off in that box for Grey Mother. So yeah, like I said earlier, if you have any questions regarding the story, the lore, what the hell just happened with the first flare, let me know. That's what we're here for. We're going to be discussing the game. Well, in particular, Wintermute, I want to focus on that, but if we need to talk about other things, that's fine. Like the background lore, or, you know, buffer memories, whatever you want to discuss. But mostly we're here to get a refresher on Wintermute ahead of episode 5, and also I want to do it because I'm going to be doing a full recap of the game in a video. So this will be a good idea to do. I already have all the recordings for all the cutscenes, which is fine. I don't need to record anything for here. I just want to get those high quality screenshots from the start menu for Wintermute. Let's get out of here. Okay. Hopefully the mouse cursor doesn't show up. This might blow out in a sec. Shut up, phone. Wintermute is not that pretty looking. They haven't updated the graphics for this in a while.
I could probably climb
Jesus, I hate that. When it does that, it just like controls your character in the camera. Alright, let's go. Good thing I can climb with this in hand. It magically disappears, but it comes back in a sec. Ooh, that really made me hurt when I saw that. Ugh, yikes. Alright, Tummy, relax. Here, have this. Orange soda. I don't have an orange soda, but I have Pepsi. I have talked about this before. I do find it kind of odd that there is no cola soda in the game. I don't know if that's a, you know, not a thing in Canada. Are people just not a fan of colas?
Finally made it.
Alright, let's go check out our plane and see if it's okay. Something tells me she's gonna fly again one day. Or maybe not. Alright, let's grab the flask. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not here.
Not sure which of us looks worse. Poor girl.
Rest in peace,
things were
plane.
supposed to end.
Well, this was the plane's last adventure. It was pretty grand. It just didn't end well.
I've been looking for you.
I do love that in Wintermute.
I better take this food. Astrid's pack.
I do love that in Wintermute it auto equips clothing for you if you don't have a clothing item in that slot.
Locked.
You think that's the code right there? I'm kidding.
Whatever's in this case, Astrid was ready to die for it.
I hate that I can't move
I hope
around
she hasn't already died for it.
during these. Alright, so maybe I should wait till later, because it does kind of loosely explain what happens with Astrid. But I guess we could start from here and just end. I won't discuss any further until we progress through the main story. So after the crash, it's pretty obvious that Astrid was looking for Will. And I'll show you in a sec how we know it's obvious. Just let me get all these sixes. I know we're going to need them. The thing that's really obvious about it is this right here. She left a marker with her scarf.
Through here. And in a hurry.
And that is so that she can come back with help. I mean, we learned that later. I guess I kind of spoiled a little bit. Minor spoiler. She's looking for help to help Will, to find him. Because it's in the middle of the night. It's blizzarding. There's wolves everywhere, so she left markers to find her way back. Honestly, I don't know what she thought was going to happen going down this way. Like, I don't think she had any idea if there was a town or just people in general. I guess she just got lucky. We all got lucky, really, that we landed where we did. Except for Will. I'm pretty sure he's a little brain damaged now. Just a smidge brain damage. Not too much brain damage. A little brain damage is okay. Take that back. Never mind. I don't even want to bother with the rabbits. We're not gonna bother with the side quests. We're not gonna bother with the survival school stuff or anything not related to the main story. I'm not even gonna go for the loot caches. Here's another one. Well, I'm not gonna be going for the loot caches either unless I like remember where they are. I do remember where most of them are. If I find the note and I walk by where the cache is, then I will definitely go grab it, but I'm not going to go out of the way to grab them. Like, I know there's one in by the church here. If I get the note about that note, or about that cache beforehand, then I will grab it while I'm there. Ooh. So the wolf won't attack me, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa. Is that a wolf?
Oh yeah, and it's scared of me. Okay.
Keep my distance.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing Green Survivor or whatever it's called. We're not doing. We're not gonna have to worry about the wolves.
Looks like some kind of radio tower. I must be closer to civilization than I thought.
Hold on, let me look through. We need the max jacketed survival. I agree. Ryan Bepsy? What is that? I sure must not have looked for him too hard then. No, I mean, it's blizzarding, it's nighttime. There's probably smoke everywhere. Oh! Oh, that was higher than I thought. Also, she was probably hurt too from the crash, so yeah, she probably didn't look hard enough, but she just survived a plane crash. I wouldn't be surprised if she just had to keep going. And there were wolves in the area too. But again, we're not dealing with the wolves because I just want to do this for the story. Although I do want to grab supplies ahead of time because I know that these supplies carry over to episode 2. I'd rather have these because these are lighter. Like per dose. The dressings are lighter than antiseptic. Well, I did notice that the plane orientation doesn't make sense to me. If he got thrown out of the plane over the cliff, the plane should be facing the other way, right? Unless he fell out and then slid off the cliff backwards from the plane direction. There's a cache in there, but we don't have the note about. Well, actually, can we get the cache now? Even though I don't have the note for it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I wonder if that cache is placed there in between this cutscene and, well, I guess while Will is talking to Grandmother, the cache gets placed there. Maybe like physically. I think there may still be people around, but obviously by the time we actually start playing and doing the story, there is no one around. It's for gameplay reasons. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the story. She couldn't find him. I'm questioning the plane orientation more than anything right now. Now that I look at it and I realize Will should not have fallen out out and fallen down the
Someone's
cliff.
just sitting here, frozen. What the
Rest
hell?
in peace. I need to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Toasty, back off the mic. Don't. Oh no. Did the stream restart? Because it looks like it disconnected. Are we still live? I think we're still live. It says successfully connected. Oh god, I gotta check because every time this happens, it always like starts a new live event. It looks like it's... Are we live? Let me know. Can you hear me? I honestly can't tell because... We're still live. Okay. My phone is like having a stroke. Alright. No, yes, live. We are not I'm gonna kill all of you in game. Anyways. Yeah, your mic has a lot of bursting. I don't know what's going on. The mic, something happened recently where the mic stopped working right. Mic is distorting. Is it still distorting? It's... Let me make sure this is the right microphone. It is. It shouldn't be distorting. Where's the device though? Yeah, that's the right device. I don't know. Is it like... Oh, you know what? I think it's doing the same thing it was doing before. It's like... It's peaking at -5. And then it doesn't go any higher. It sounds like it's distorting. I don't know how to fix that. I honestly don't know. When it's recording, I do notice that as well. Like, I can see in... I guess I can show you. If anyone knows how to fix this. You can see that it won't go higher than this, and it's distorting. Like, it should go higher if I talk louder. But it's not. It's not because of this, is it? No, see? Oh, hold on. Yep, it can go higher there. But this is where I normally have it. Right here. And it just won't go any higher. And it sounds like it's distorting. Like if I were to open this, Testing audio. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. See? Actually, that might be normal. And it was doing something weird in here in Audacity. Like basically, this is what OBS is doing right here. It's reaching the peak at -5 and it sounds like it's distorted. I don't know why it's doing that. It never did that before. Until somewhat recently. Try putting okay. I'll lower it, but it's just gonna sound like it's distorted. Oh, hold on. 1 sec. Let me do this real quick. You're banned. You're reported for spamming, and also trying to get around a ban by making new accounts, bud. You gotta stop doing that. Seriously, I'm getting tired of it. I could turn it down, but that's just gonna make me quieter. Like, I have to speak louder now to actually get as loud as it can be. No, it's the same. It's got the same settings on the mixer. I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. I feel like I just need a new something. I just don't know what it is. Like, it sounds like it's distorted, right? But it's not the maximum volume. I don't know what it is that's causing that. Toasty imposter back. Yeah, that person, that's the 4th account they've made now to try to get around a ban. The 3rd account, because the first one, technically it was for being a troll. And I'm reporting each account every single time. And, of course, banning them. Ow. Alright, let's just speed through this, because we're a waste of time. It's just some random troll, that's all.
Look. Smoke from that chimney.
No one important.
That means someone's home.
Excuse me? Let me know if I need to turn the mic down still. I won't put it in my mouth like I did before. It's pretty far from my mouth right now.
Anyone out there?
This is pretty spoopy. Oh, this doesn't look too bad. I know earlier I said, oh, right. Okay. God, I hate this. F10 does not take a Steam screenshot. It's taking a desktop screenshot and putting it on your desktop. It doesn't throw it into the folder with your screenshots from Steam. Not that I care that much. It doesn't look too bad here. Like, it looks kind of pretty, but, like, again, Wintermute graphics are not as good as survival.
What happened here?
Weewoo?
This whole area looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
Yep. Alright, let's get shot at. In-game.
Hello? Anybody here?
Hey. Hey, wake up.
Holy shit! Wait! Hold your fire!
Get back.
Okay. Just take it easy.
Why are you here?
I saw the smoke from your chimney.
Outsider.
What?
Thought so. Mainlander. Outsider. I don't recognize your voice. And you haven't left like the others. So, must be a mainlander. Someone who doesn't know any better.
My plane, I crashed in the mountains nearby. I'm looking for someone who crashed with me. A friend.
She might be injured.
I haven't seen her.
Listen, could you maybe point that gun someplace else?
You think because my eyes are covered, I can't see you? Make the wrong move, say the wrong thing. You'll see how good a shot I am.
I don't doubt it.
The others are all gone. If you're here, things must be worse than they thought.
All right, this part. I'll turn off the webcam for these, and try not to talk when I do the dialogue options. But yeah. Okay, I'll just shut up.
Where are we?
Milton, a forgotten town deep in the mountains. You're far from home.
But where are we on Great Bear? My plane came down in a storm, and my compass was acting funny.
I've lived here all my life. Not much use for the outside world. Milton's the last of the old mountain towns. Now, it's almost impossible to get to. Or get out of. Only people left here are either too poor or too proud to leave.
Which are you?
I have what I need. At least I did, before the bad men came. Now I'm not sure I have enough to get through the winter.
I need to find my friend, but I'll do what I can to help.
My mind is fuzzy. Some things come through so sharp, others like a dream. Let me think. Let me rest. Maybe I can pull some memories out of the fog. Maybe I can find something that could help you find your friend.
The town seems so quiet. Does any...
I just realized I'm being dumb. We're just doing the story. Sorry, guys.
Sitting here with a rifle in your hands. You expecting trouble?
Trouble. Trouble found me.
You mean the storm?
The bad men. The bad men came. Took my things. Tried to take my house. They thought they were safe. Because Grey Mother can't see. They were wrong.
Who are the bad men?
The men, they passed through town. The night of the storm. The night of the lights.
I'm looking for my friend. She crashed with me when my plane came down in the mountains. Do you think she could have come through and been caught by these bad men?
I can't say for sure. Is your friend a survivor?
Yes. She is.
Then there is always hope.
The bad men. Did they try to hurt you?
Everyone thinks being old means you're weak. But they underestimated Grey Mother.
It seems they did. I crashed without much food or gear myself. And if these bad men cleaned you out, we're gonna need to find some food and fuel, or neither of us is gonna make it through the next few days. You have any idea where we could find some supplies?
The bad men took everything. And the others in town who would have helped me are gone. The ones left will have their own worries. It's up to you, outsider.
I'll do what I can, but I'll need your help. There must be somewhere in town to get food, fuel, the essentials.
What about your friend? Aren't you in a hurry to find her?
Yes, I am. And I'll be looking for signs of her. But there's a lot of ground to cover, and without gear, I won't make it. So while I'm looking for supplies, you see what you can remember about the Night of the Lights, and if she might have passed through town. That way, maybe we can help each other.
Okay, outsider. Grandmother can't promise she can unlock the secrets in the dark cupboards of her mind. But she'll try.
All right, yeah, we're gonna skip the non-essential dialogue, but if you want to know more about it, like, what are the topics here? Like, okay, power. We know what's going on with the power. The Aurora, the first flare, kind of acts like an EMP, so everything is fried basically, electronic-wise. Smoke. I don't remember what that is. I think it has to do with her house with the smoke, because she has a fire on. Asking about a way out. There's no normal way to get out now. We know that. Mainlander. Grandmother does not like outsiders, particularly mainlanders. That's the thing with the culture of Great Bear Island. A lot of people kind of got screwed over by the collapse and the mainland. And after that, oh, it's about to be nighttime. Fun. Afterwards, some people just sort of developed a hatred for outsiders. I was wondering, did I grab the food from the plane crash? I think it's these, right? These granola, these energy bars, and some of this water. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure out this audio issue. I need to look into it sometime in the future. We are on easy, so we should be fine to sleep all night. Yeah, I'm glad that they redid her voice acting for this, because her voice acting in Predux was not great. It's the same voice actress, but a better performance for sure. Okay. Oh yeah, also in Wintermute you can stay asleep as long as you need to. I forgot about that. Why does it seem like it's so dark? Just don't mind me. I'm gonna shove a bunch of shit in here real quick. Oh, you sent them to me, the pictures? Let me just check. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna make better. Oh, I don't want these. I want the landscape ones, not the portrait ones. These are still great though. I like these, but I can get them in game on the loading screens. You know what I mean, like the one I saw at the beginning, like the landscape version. That's what I wanted to get. But thank you. I'll still take them. Those look great. Why can't I? Why couldn't I put that in there? What the hell? That's a lot of stick. I'll bring some of these because I might need them later. Don't need those. Honestly, probably not gonna need that either. There's gonna be plenty of water here in town. I'm not gonna bother fixing clothes, because I know there's going to be plenty of clothes here. Oh, except I think Will's clothes is technically better, right? If I'm not mistaken. You're better off fixing your main set of clothes. What's up with the mic? I don't know what's going on with the mic. I really don't. I don't know how to fix it. Like, if I turn it up all the way, is that bad? Yeah, that's bad, I can tell. But if I turn it down, it can't get to the maximum. What if I did the... Okay, what if I turn it down on the interface, but turned it up in OBS? That's still not loud enough, is it? I don't think so. It's like it's reaching... It's distorted at a level it's not supposed to. Normally when you reach 0 decibels, that's when audio distorts. It sounds bad. It's crunchy. But It's doing it at a level it's not supposed to, lower than 0. I don't know what's going on. I do want to get a new interface for sure. This one's old. I don't remember when I got this mic. I need to look it up. I think I might look into it for Black Friday, but honestly, I don't really have a lot of money to spend at the moment. But if you want me to have more money to spend, leave a like. I'm looking at you. Ooh, food. Right, I guess there is some supplies here. Let me know if this is better. I will try not to scream. I don't know why it's doing this again. I thought I fixed it. I did like driver updates and everything for all my hardware, and it's still doing it apparently. This wasn't an issue on Sunday, I think. If you were here for the Sunday stream, let me know. Why can't I pick those up? Because I don't recall it being an issue on Sunday. I'm gonna deposit some of this because this is heavy. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't have a sewing kit, but yeah, no sewing kit. That's fine. So what are we doing? I don't remember. We're going to the gas station? Oh, we're stocking now. Okay. Like, we're stocking up the supplies. What's the journal button? Oh, T brings that up. Okay. Shut up. Might need to roll back drivers. I don't know why this would be a problem, though. Oh, it doesn't give me all of the information, though. Okay, 8,000 calories and firewood. 12 hours of that. That doesn't seem like a lot. Ooh, Lord note. Milton Credit Union is closed. September 2012. Let's just do the gas station first, because that's far as hell. It sucks you have to go all the way out there twice, though. You have to do that to go check the tunnel. Also, I need to check the truck. Wait, no, is that for story? That's extra loot, but I might as well since I'm out here. I'll check the truck. It's shitty update? Okay. I don't know. I'll look into it. Because at first I thought it was an issue with Audacity, and then I realized it was also happening in Streamlabs. There are no Windows updates or anything. I updated the interface, I think. The drivers. But it's an old driver, or an old interface. For the microphone. Even the microphone alone is old. I need to figure out what I have. For the, actually, it should be in my Twitch bio. Alright, let's sit here for this nonsense.
Well, another stranger. Have you escaped the town?
Escaped the town? No, I just arrived.
Not a refugee from the highways, then. You look weary, traveler. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. But you can call me Methuselah. I'm here to witness the passing of an age.
What do you mean, the passing?
Don't you see the signs?
Oh, shit. Do I even need to talk to him? Well, fuck.
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed. But it looks like she must have made it out alive. Have you seen anyone pass by here?
Many people have passed. All have gone into the town. I haven't seen any come back.
What is this town? I don't recall seeing it on any maps.
This is Milton. Paradise Lost. It's a town of the old world, discarded, left behind. You won't find much hope.
I need to find my friend.
I'm not sure you'll find any friends here.
You seem oddly familiar, old man.
Is that right?
Yeah. And this whole place feels strange and empty.
The quakes changed everything here years ago. Great Bear's back was broken, and it's been laid low ever since.
Then what are you still doing here?
Aren't we here to witness an apocalypse of an apocalypse, you and I? No one thought the world would end this way, but how could they not have seen it?
It's probably just the storm. Power failure. I'm sure everything will be back to normal in a few days.
I'm not sure anything will ever be back to normal.
Any idea why all the cars are stalled and left behind?
They all stopped running. People abandoned them. Nothing but metal coffins now.
You always this cheerful?
My heart weeps for you, stranger. My days are nearly finished. But you'll have to live with what remains.
All right, that's it. I
Go
swear.
safely,
Oh, hold on.
and good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this earlier. People were trying to use the sound commands. I turned those off. I'm sorry. We're not keeping those on for the stream. I swear, every time I talk to him, I feel like I'm questioning everything I'm discussing in the videos. Especially about him. Still a huge mystery. A very huge mystery. Methuselah. Alright, let me know about the microphone situation in the chat. Do we need the... No, I don't think I need this. I think she just needs firewood. I'm gonna make sure I don't talk right into the mic. As too loud, at least. And let me point this away, the fan. I might not even need it, honestly. It's not that hot. And yeah, oh yeah. Let me do that real quick. Let me pull this sleeve off and... see if there's any dust on it, like too much dust. And see if that helps. Let me also rotate it a different direction. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Isn't it obvious it's Santa Claus? It's Santa Claus. Yep, Santa Claus. It's Great Bear Island Santa Claus. I don't think we're gonna have enough trouble getting food here. I think there's gonna be enough calories. Isn't it just like calories? I think it's just 8,000 calories, right? We should have enough here. Since we're on the easiest difficulty. I can't see anything in there though. I hate that you can't like pull a torch out like you could. Excuse me. Let me just get rid of this. Right, that doesn't actually count as a fire for some reason, even though it does. So bizarre. Don't mind me, Methuselah. I'm just gonna take all the food. Would you like some? Too bad. I'm kidding. I don't think he needs to eat. For reasons. Nothing there. I always miss a granola or a chocolate bar there. Note. What is this about? Oh, about like deliveries definitely being late. Look at that inflation. Damn, that sucks. That's pretty bad. Right now, I you know, in the videos where I was talking about how bad inflation was in the long dark, I would look up, you know, real world inflation for, not inflation, but like the value of the Canadian dollar. It's 74 cents roughly, or 73 maybe, per US dollar, and in the game it is 23 US cents. That is, yikes. That is very, very bad inflation. And that's also not taking into account the drop in the US dollar value either, on a global scale. because we don't know how low the U.S. dollar is either, but it definitely went low because one of the big factors of the collapse is a hyperinflation event for North America mostly. I'm gonna take that extra bedroll because I do want to try to sew up my clothes, but I also need a sewing kit. There might be one in Grandmother's house, but we'll see. I don't want that actually. Just grabbed it for no reason. Way. Dr. Johnson, love your channel, by the way. You're the only YouTuber I know that covers in depth the Long Dark lore. Such an interesting universe. I'd love to see it expanded. Maybe even a mainland DLC in the future. I think we're probably gonna get a sequel someday. I mean, they're talking about episode 5 setting up the franchise for future content. Not just in games, but also for TV and movies and maybe even books or something like that. Honestly, if they made books or comic books based on the Long Dark, I would totally check them out. It would be the only thing that would get me to read something for the first time in like 7 years. You know, outside of general reading. I mean like book-wise. Haven't read a book in like, I think 7 years. Okay, I think we're done here. But yeah, they're gonna be setting this the game up as a franchise for future projects. We're gonna get a sequel one day. I just don't think we're gonna get it anytime soon. It's probably gonna be like a Bethesda thing where they have more than one franchise and they go back and forth. They do have multiple games they're working on, and I hope one of them is a sequel to this, but it's just not the next game. Yeah, I don't have a thing. Let me go get that, the key real quick. Isn't there stuff here? Man, I wish I had a pry bar. Take those. Man, it looks so like desaturated in Wintermute. I don't know why they haven't updated the graphics for this. I don't think the graphical update they're gonna do is going to affect Wintermute. I highly doubt it. It's gonna be after Wintermute technically. I think that's the first update after Wintermute drops. But I don't think it's gonna include Wintermute graphic updates. I don't think there's anything important up there in the park. We can loot that later. Is there stuff in the wooden crate? I think sometimes in specific places, but in survival mode, not Wintermute. Okay, we got the key. That's not important for the story, but I might as well since I'm here. It'll have extra loot. I don't remember the extra deposit boxes having good loot in Wintermute, but we'll see. Most of the time it's just like a bullet for some reason, some money, newspapers, whatever. It's kind of random what it is. Yeah, the Switch updates are definitely separated from everything else. Like they have the normal game update schedule, which right now it's part 6 for PC and then part 6 for console, which is only PlayStation and Xbox. And then Wintermute for PC and then Wintermute for Xbox and PlayStation. And then I think the Switch is getting... Actually, no, they said the Switch is getting the update this year, didn't they? They're gonna get that memory update or fix, I guess. They should be getting it this year. Yeah, you're totally right. I do remember that from the dev diary. And then after Wintermute is the graphical update, but that's for next gen graphics, though. Oh, poor rabbit. Let's just return to Grandmother. See what progress we have. Well, not return to her, but like return to the house and dump all this crap in there. Does that count? It does. Okay. Actually, give me that. That's lightweight. You can have the junk. I bought this game 3 times. Jesus. Must love Hinterland. Excuse me. Sorry, grandmother. Okay, well, I only need a few pieces. I'll give her the rest. Those are just for me to take on the road. What? Over encumbered? Calm down. Relax. That's fine. I need bandages. Do you think my mother will accept energy drinks? Just asking. You know what? The thing is, we're playing on easy. Food isn't going to be an issue. I'm just going to give her the higher calorie density shit. And the cans, because those are heavy. I don't want to carry those around myself. Don't slam the door too hard, Whaler. You're going to scare the shit out of her. And then she'll shoot by accident. Gonna just do that real quick. What else? Oh yeah, food. Food. And since it's, you know, more repaired than the
Might have
other
to drop
gloves.
some gear.
Shut up, Will. Here it is. Oh, I think this is now available, isn't it? To all these cabinets. I'm just gonna give her that stuff. Just to speed things up. And the canned shit, because it's heavy. Gonna give her dog food. How's that? Oh, is that it? That's 8,000 calories? That doesn't feel right. Oh, I can't take anything out. Okay. That might have been just enough, actually. Cans of food inside the green cart. What? Inside the gas station. Oh. There are cans shit in there? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't know why I spaced out there. No. Give me that. There. That's for me. Let's go deposit all of the... yeah, let me deposit all this first. Gotta speed things up because I'm almost an hour and a half into the stream. Ideally, I could do this in 3 hours. Episode 5 might be a bit tricky to... Or 4, I mean. Well, might be a little tricky... And 3. 3 and 4 will be a bit tricky to do in one 3-hour sitting. I might make the stream a little longer for that. We'll see when we get there. Alright, I think that's enough. Oh wow, once you put it in there, you can't take it out. Fun. And there's the mouse cursor. Fuck my life. Can't do anything about that for some reason. Not even going into a menu like this. It's still there. I don't know why it's there. Some games I'm able to get rid of it by like alt-tabbing or doing a specific thing in a menu. Like I can't get rid of it. I don't know. Oh, wow. Now it's loading. Fun. Alright, here we go.
Have you been able to remember anything else about that night? Anything that might help me find my friend?
I'm back in that night. Wind howling. Voices passing through town. I can hear them. Just outside the window. It's windy, but the voices carry. They are yelling. Her voice, it passes through town. She's running. She's alone.
calling for help. But no one comes.
Why didn't anyone help her?
Yes. Why didn't they? They should have found her before it was too late.
Anything else you can remember might help.
They said men came from the tunnel.
What about the tunnel?
The only way out of Milton. The only way through the mountains. It's the only way she could have gone.
Alright. We'll just go to tunnel then. And then what remained there is... It's all the same thing. Oh, Methuselah. She asked about... Or he asked about Methuselah. She doesn't know who he is. But she doesn't... It doesn't... One thing I find really interesting is that he doesn't sound familiar to anyone else. Like, no one knows who Methuselah is just from the description. Which makes me curious as to whether if Methuselah is, you know... I don't want to say any more. Because, spoilers. You can watch the video on Methuselah I made. If you want to know more. If you want to know my opinions on Methuselah. So. Yikes. Alright, now I need to find food for myself. I've got a little bit spare, but that's... I'm trying to stock up for when I need to leave Milton. Another reminder for everyone to please leave a like on the live stream. Especially if you want to support the channel and help it grow. Please do that. Gonna eat some chocolate bars. I'm upset it took away my chocolate bar too from the beginning. Grey Mother gotta be crusty. What? Crusty AF by now? What do you mean crusty AF? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, blood right here. If you recall, she did say... I think she said she shot one of them. Or maybe that was in one of the optional dialogues and I didn't mention it. Or I didn't go through it. But yeah, she shot this prisoner. From when they tried to steal all her shit. So she can absolutely hit you. Probably from a mile away. Even though she's blind. Alright, story. Let's just go to the tunnel. And do that real quick. Actually, I would love it if I could record this again. I'll make a save here, actually. I totally forgot I need to save every so often. I'll make a save at the tunnel. Problem, yeah, the reason why I want to re-record this part is because it bugs out sometimes, and your character's arms will clip, or the camera will clip through the bus. Let me save and then record, and if it doesn't clip through the bus again, which ruins the recording, then I will continue. If not, I'll try to re-record it later with the save that I leave. Fun that you have to come out all the way out here a second time. Very fun. That's what we're doing, right? Yeah, search the tunnel. Yeah, and then going back to what happened with Astrid. So after she comes down from the mountain trying to find help for Will, she arrives in town and she's running through the streets looking for help, but no one's responding. There's a reason for that, but we'll get to that later in the story. Here? Through the dialogue, you do get to piece together the events of the night of the first flare in Milton, which I have dubbed the Night of the Lights, and that's a phrase that comes directly from Grey Mother. That's not really what it's called, but I use that as the name of the night of the first flare in Milton specifically. We won't need that. Just because it helps to differentiate it with the night of the first flare in other places. Alright, save. Let's make a... Okay, that's the one. Overwrite that. And then make a new save. what do I call it? Okay. Just so I know. I need a save just in case this somehow doesn't work. Let me mute, or not, yeah, mute myself and also webcam. And record and mute myself. Well, it's still clipped. I will see if I can get a, a clean version of that. I don't know why it keeps clipping. I don't think they're going to bother fixing it. Oh, it looks like the chat in Streamlabs is delayed. Yeah, there it is. I think Methuselah is some kind of guardian angel or something. He always picks an important time to appear to Will. Well, that's just because game. The game devs had control of that. For the story, it made sense to put him in those places at that time. I think what's more interesting about Methuselah is how he got to these places. I don't have Chrome open, do I? No. That's what I find more interesting about Methuselah is how he gets to these places. Especially as an old man. Like, think about what he's doing more than what he's saying, because what he's saying is complete nonsense most of the time. It's important to hear for sure, but the more interesting thing is what he's actually doing physically. And, by the laws of old age, a lot of what he's doing doesn't track. Methuselah's just the ultimate troll. Yep. That's who Methuselah is. You figured it out. I've never seen a fog roll in like this in Wintermute. Only like snowy weather or windy. I'm teaming up with if in this situation. What? LOL, I'm teaming up if in this situation. Teaming up with who though? He engineered the entire collapse and event so that he could troll you on Great Bear Island. Got it. Uh-oh. I hear pitter patter. There's a wolf in the back. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Hey, buddy. Oh, right. They can still charge. Right. I threatened it while it was eating. They can still charge. That would have been bad. Good thing it didn't charge. Alright. Another cutscene. Not really cutscene dialogue. You know what I mean.
Did you find it?
It was there, like you said.
And your friend?
No sign of her. The tunnel's blocked. Looks like maybe an avalanche. But I think she got through before that happened.
If the tunnel is blocked, that's the end for Grandmother.
So the tunnel is the only way through the mountains?
No. Not the only way through, but my only way through.
Sorry, something came up and I need to look at it real quick.
She was there at the tunnel. At the bus. I'm sure of it.
You think she passed through the tunnel?
I'm not sure. But she was there. She left me a sign. A word. Perseverance.
A word from the old days. Why would she write that?
She's telling me she won't give up.
Or maybe reminding you not to.
Why write such a long name, though? It has to mean something more.
Why? Because you mean so much to her?
Because she wrote it in blood.
I seem to recall a town somewhere up north, far. What was it called? That's it. Perseverance Mills. Old logging and mill town used to be an important place. Now it's mostly dead, like Milton. Maybe she's pointing you there.
Perseverance Mills. How do I get there?
By car. Before the quakes, when the roads were clear.
Looks like I'm on foot.
That will be a long road.
I'm starting to get pretty worried about my friend.
There's only one thing left to be done. You need to put her to rest.
Put her to... I'm not giving up yet.
I remember something. A farmhouse on the other side of town. That night, the memories are confused, but somehow I remember the farmhouse. You'll find a key to a safety deposit box somewhere in there. Go to the bank and bring me the box that matches the key. Then you'll understand what happened to her.
Wait. Farm? Bank? What's this have to do with my friend?
They left her, didn't they? She needed help, and they let her go.
This is how we make it right.
I don't understand.
In the bank, you'll find the answers. Now go.
Callum. Yikes. Oh yeah, she makes you soup. You can ask her about it. I like how it's in the teacup. I'm gonna eat that because I did notice that those... I think there's a bug where they disappear for some reason. Scrumptious. Don't know what's in it. I'm gonna guess it's peaches and dog food. Oh yeah, and here's how you get like an additional side quest. Maybe we can do it as I play along, but I don't think I'm gonna get to that. It's to get more supplies for grandmother. It's optional. 20,000 calories, Jesus Christ. Can't spend all you know, all day streaming this, so we gotta skip that, unfortunately. Don't worry, I'd like to think that Will actually did help her get the extra calories. Let's go to first we need to find all the bank manager's key, because that's how we get into the vault. So we need to find, I think, the key to the bank manager's house, which is right here somewhere. If I'm not mistaken. It's not in there. What am I doing? It's in here somewhere. I'm a sim for soup. I agree. I'm a soup S word.
Must be the key to the bank manager's house.
I'm just gonna call myself that. I'm not gonna say the whole word. YouTube bad word, no good. I'm under duress. Send help. YouTube's withholding all my ad. No, I'm kidding. Withholding all my ad revenue. If I say that's the word that I was about to say, they would absolutely do that. YouTube's evil. I mean, they're not evil. What am I talking about? But I do love soup. Any kind of soup, as long as it doesn't have seafood in it. Or, I guess if it's like a fish stew, that's fine. Or fish soup. I got the bank manager's key. Why am I not leaving? What am I doing? me grab water. Hey Elijah, welcome. Thanks for joining. Let's just go. Let's go to the farmhouse. If we could finish the story quickly, then I can spend a little time playing a little extra to gather some loot. Really, I just need better clothing, food, and water, and that's about it for episode 2. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work, by the way. I turned off all the sound effects for this. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna be replaying all the Wintermute episodes over the next few weeks. We're gonna do episode 1 today, episode 2 on Friday, and then 3 and 4 next week, Tuesday and Friday. There's a dead rabbit. Big sad. One of the keys is up by the church, isn't it? And then the other one is by the river. Fun. We don't need them. It's fine. They're not important. It's just extra loot, but like
This is just terrible.
I don't care that much. Coming here, knowing what happens here, it makes my stomach turn upside down. It's just depressing. Also, there's a note here. I think that's about the medicine cache. Have I gotten any other cache spawn locations? Highway robbery, no, I'm good. The one by the church, okay. Do I go up there for anything? Yes, we do. Yeah. For the pearls. Actually, I forgot. The pearls are technically... Shut the fuck up, Wolf. The pearls are technically optional. But I'm gonna do it because it would break my heart if I didn't. It's just too important for the story. I don't know why that's optional. Delivering the pearls to Lily. It feels like it should be required. Your mic is glitching. I know. I don't know how to fix it. I can't fix it. Like all I could do is just not talk super loud. But it's kind of hard to do that. Chicken farro minestrone. Oh man, that sounds so good. Ooh, music. What is that? Oh, I know where that came from. It is a little bug though, but I know where that came from. Southern Alberta got murked by a blizzard and game weather was better than yesterday. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mic. I'm gonna do a full PC restart after this and see if that helps. Because if anyone was here for the Sunday stream or any of the streams before that, let me know. Was that happening on Sunday? I need to know if that was happening. Where the microphone was distorting. Ooh, that's a lot of blood. Why does this look so pretty? Weird. Alright, let's look for Martin. Oh, there's Martin. Ken has?
Shit.
Sorry, Martin. Oh. Where's the key? Or is that a survival thing only? I don't want to do that. We're not doing that. Don't care about that. Just gonna drop this. Someone mentioned the thing about the shotgun. I don't want a shotgun. We don't need it. I know a lot of people ask for it, but it's really not required. The 3 weapons we have in game now do everything that weapons need to do, really.
That's a bad sign.
We got small game, large game, and even suppressed. or not suppressed, but like, you know, silent hunting. I don't think we need a shotgun for anything. It would just be a waste of production time for the game. And they would have done it years ago, but if they haven't done it like at this point, they're not going to add it at the end of the game's life cycle, basically. I was just checking for any additional stuff.
That scarf wrapped around your arm. Where'd you get it?
You're never gonna find her.
What did you do to my friend?
We burned them all, you know, in the old school. It was so easy, we just shoved them in there and locked the door.
You monsters.
It just happened. All the lights went out, the damn bus lost control and crashed into the tunnel. Brought the roof down on us. Barely crawled out of there alive. Hell, some didn't. People all hanging around trying to get warm after the power went out. All huddled together, scared and freezing. Oh man, I would like to have seen that. But we sure warmed them up.
You're a bastard.
That's about right. We put them all in the old schoolhouse so we could keep an eye on them. And then something happened to the lights. The power. It was like sparks everywhere and then fire. Your scarf lady found us while the school was burning. She tried to help get them out, but it was already too late. The smoke already did them in. She fought like hell to try and get him out. She stuck a knife or a screwdriver, I'm not sure, into one of our guys. Cut me, too. And then ran out into the blizzard.
Where did you see her after that?
You want to know about your lady? Help me first.
Damn it, tell me where she is.
We caught up, but she's a fiery one. Still had the knife. Yeah. Got me real good, you can see. We tried to stop her, but she ended up on the bus. Somehow, she was small enough to crawl through the crushed part. She got away. Whatever good it's gonna do her.
If you so much as hurt...
we barely clipped her wings. She wasn't hurt too bad.
Not hurt too bad?
All right, she was bleeding. A bit. No way out of here now. The roads are all blocked. You'll never find her.
You have no idea how stubborn I am.
I told you what I know. Are you gonna help me or what? Pull this knife out of me. It's stuck in deep, and I can't feel anything below my waist. I need it out.
You go after the old lady in the house, too? As well as letting those people in the school burn to death?
Hey. You think they put me on that bus for my good behavior? That's the bus to Black Rock.
Black Rock?
Yeah, you know. Black Rock Federal Pen. Where they put the worst of the bad people. The bad people, bad people. People too bad for the mainland. It's like an old penal colony or some damn thing. You know there's no easy way for us to get back.
Imagine how lucky you are. those people in Milton, scared, dying, and you getting to live. You don't deserve help. But here.
Oh. Whew. Oh, that's better. Now, I'll just sit here for a while. I think I'm warming up.
I chose to spare him. And the reason why is there's no way of knowing what's canon and what isn't. But I don't think Will would actually have the guts to kill him. Regardless of what he does, Hobbs dies. I know the body's technically not here in Wintermute, or in survival, I mean, but there's no way Hobbs survived this, even if Will spared him. Because the blood, I mean, the reason why you're not supposed to remove a knife when it gets stabbed, especially if it's a really deep stabbing, is because all the blood is kind of getting backed up, I think. You're not supposed to remove the knife. You're supposed to wait till you get to a doctor or a hospital. First of all, he already lost a shitload of blood before. Second, he said he's warming up, which is a sign of hypothermia. So I'm guessing that means he has very little blood to system, and he's gonna die shortly after. So, does not matter what you do with him, he does not survive. There's no conceivable way of him surviving this. Actually, I think his body does disappear after this, if you come back. But I wonder if that's because they just didn't bother to put his body in there, like, as a dead corpse, you know? I think he's only here because of this particular cutscene. I don't think he survived this. Survives this. There's no way. Even if you spare him. Rancid rabbit, raw. Oh yeah, look at that. That's ancient. Oh, also this note too. What's going on? Why does this look like it's from 2014? Hey Martin, we found whatever. Alright, so let's catch up with the story a little bit. So, after Astrid comes down from the mountain looking for help to help her find help for Will, you know...
Is it food or...
Oh, he said the thing. You know, it makes sense, right? She leaves the plane crash, she's disoriented, she's looking for Will, but she can't find him. So she decides to look for help. She leaves the scarf pieces around to find her way back later on. She gets to Milton and is looking for help, but there's no one to help her because everyone that was in the town has either already left or they've been forced into the schoolhouse by the prisoners. And the prisoners arrive shortly after the first flare. Their bus crashes into the tunnel, which is what caused it to collapse. Half the people make it to the other side. I guess, like, some of them make it to the other side, some of them get stuck in Milton, and a few get crushed to death. After that, the prisoners in the Milton side go to the town and force the people, the ones that remained, into the schoolhouse. They kind of just do it by force, very easily, no violence, because everyone's panicking. They don't know what to do. There's no power. There's no heat. They're running out of food somehow, although that's probably because there isn't a lot of supplies to begin with. So people are freaking out, trying to figure out what to do. And so the prisoners are very easily able to just force them into the schoolhouse. And during this particular night, the first night of the first flare, or the Quiet Apocalypse, the Night of the Lights, as I've called it several times before, there are multiple Aurora events. It's not just a one. A follow-up
I think I can use this.
Triggers various electrical fires throughout the town. That's why a lot of the houses are burnt down. But one of them is what triggers the fire at the schoolhouse, which is why that's burnt down. And just very unfortunately, that leads to the death of everyone in town.
Too much
except
stuff
for
to carry.
Grandmother and any of the people that left for the highway, because some people did leave for the highway. I don't know how they got to the highway from here when the tunnels are collapsed, or the roads are blocked on both ends. I don't know how they did it, but they somehow make it to the highway from here. And then when Astrid arrives in town, she's running around looking for help because the school is on fire. And then she fights the prisoners because she realizes what they've done. She stabs someone else besides Hobbs, and she also stabs Hobbs. I feel it'd be kind of weird if I just sat or rested here in the bed next to Hobbs. Would that be weird? What if he got up and like killed me mid-sleep in-game? And then she runs away to the tunnel, the one that we went to earlier, and stabs Hobbs again, but this time she jams the knife in him. And climbs through the bus, leaves the message in her own blood because she's bleeding herself, and gets through the other side. She's small enough to make it through. I'm just dropping all the clothes that is not worth fixing. It would be really weird if I just slept here next to him. Let me go through. Maybe he could have gotten up again, went outside and got buried in the blizzard. Probably, yeah. There are convict corpses in survival mode. This blizzard isn't gonna end, is it? Let me just eat and sleep. When you explain lore, Toasty, you make me so much more interested in the lore. I'm glad. I'm glad that so many people have shown interest in this. Which still boggles me that no one decided to do this years ago when Wintermute first came out. Or even Survival, but... Do you think the Trapper will return? I liked him as a character. Yeah, Jeremiah. I wanted to save it for a video. But yes. I do think Jeremiah will be showing up for episode 5. We don't know yet for sure, but I do believe he will come at some point. Because he did say at the end of episode 2... I'm getting ahead of the story here, because we're going to go through it again anyways. But he did say he needed to handle something before he could make his way out to Atwood. Because he was going to go to Atwood himself. But he couldn't. So he needs to rest after Will leaves to go to Signal Hill. And after that, he was going to go do something personal. Which I think is a subtle reference to the Aurora Hatch quest from Predux. Because that actually was related to Jeremiah. Originally, there was a cut side quest where you go to the Aurora Hatch in the Muskeg, which is a prepper cache actually. Am I dying? Is the Darkwalker coming? What the fuck? It's a prepper cache that requires a code to get in, so you need the Aurora. And Jeremiah tells you to go in, find these, I think, letters and burn them. It's a personal quest for him. I think it's the thing he mentions where he has to go do something personal first. I think it's a reference to that original, that cut quest. He's gonna go do something and then probably make his way to Suzuki. So yeah, I do believe he will be in episode 5. He'll probably show up. I don't think anyone else from the game will show up besides, you know, Jason and Atwood. We're not going to see Grandmother, obviously. We're not going to see Molly or Father Thomas or the crash survivors. I don't think it would make sense for them to all just show up out of the blue as well. We're definitely not going to see Martin Barker over there. Rip. He's definitely dead. He's so dead that he's also dead in survival mode. He shows up twice in the game. He's in survival as well as the corpse where you find the well, you can find the key to the house on his body in survival mode. Sometimes it's on his body, sometimes it's not. But yeah, I do think Jeremiah will show up in episode 5. He's the most likely and only character that will show up, besides the ones that make sense, like Will, Astrid, Jane, Atwood, and Jace. Those are probably and then Mathis and crew. Those are the only characters that are going to be in it, or likely to be in it. Let's keep going. I might have enough food. Maybe not. I would probably need to start looting the houses to finish up the bonus side quest. Doesn't she give you something? It's like a sweater? I don't remember. She gives you a good clothing item if you do it. The extra food and fuel. I don't want to, like, go out of the way to do that, because I just want to finish the story here. We're very close. Excuse me. We just need to do this cutscene, and then the optional deliver the pearls to Lily. It's not required, but I want to do it because I feel like it should have been required for Grey Mother's sake. So we just need to go get the deposit box. Oh, let me get the medicine real quick. There might be some emergency systems. Or energy drinks, maybe. I don't think emergency systems would be very helpful here. It should be somewhere around here in one of these houses. Or in the backyard, actually. Ah. Now that's not supposed to be floating.
Found it. Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, that's fine. An energy drink will be more helpful. It's just, I don't think an emergency system is required for the easier difficulty for this. And then the only other cache that I know of is up there by... I can look at the map. I'm an idiot. Yeah, the only other one I know of is that, and then the highway robbery thing. We're not going to do that. So when I go up to the church to deliver the pearls, I'll also... get the pearls first. I'll also grab the cash. I don't really understand Mathis. He's just ridiculously hostile to everyone without reason. I mean, he is crazy, dude. There's a reason why he's going to Blackrock. I just finished up the voiceover for that video. Who is Mathis video? He is the subject of the next video, which will come out on Friday for sure, because it is not that long of a video. And the video after that shouldn't be too long either. The next few are going to be pretty short. And then I might take a little break because I want to get the next two out before Christmas. And those are kind of long. It's the Wintermute recap and my predictions for episode 5. Those two are going to be a bit long, I think. But I want to get them out before Christmas. So we're going to do a tiny break from the lore until I get those done. But that's not until after the next two videos. Okay, that was like, what, 11? Oh, 9. Wow. So secure. 9-4. What the hell? 9-4-14, I think? Wow, someone got lazy with this code. Someone's gonna get fired. 13, I think? Okay, I fucked it up. No, it was 14. So when you hear the click, that's when it moves over to the next number. So that click right there is actually for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. So it is 14, even though I'm in between 13 and 14. When you reach the edge of the number on the dial, that's when you hear the click. Mike, yeah, it's again, I can't fix it. I'm sorry. If I talk too loud, that's when it happens. I was actually thinking about this in the last what's it called? Let me turn this down. I was thinking about this during the last cutscene, like while I was listening to it. I think I need to do an OBS, Streamlabs OBS update. I think that might be why it's doing it. I don't remember the last time I updated this, so I'll see after this. I'll update it and see what happens, because I don't remember this being a problem a few days ago, unless I wasn't paying attention.
Where would they hide the combination for this vault?
Shit. Right. Unless I wasn't paying attention and nobody else was letting me know. Okay. We'll never see Donner, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Donner. Too bad, even though he was a chip off the old block and then some. Yeah. That's why I feel like if Donner was alive for episode 5, which I don't think he is, it would probably mean a lot of people are going to die. I don't think Donner's going to show up, because I think he's dead. Oh, right. We're shoving this into that thing outside. So many matches. Good thing there's no cratches. Oh, we don't need this at all. I can sew my clothes up finally. This is my food supply. I may eat the ones that are going bad. Actually, keep that for grandmother. 2 cooking pots. Still got that knife. That knife I'm probably not going to let go of. It's just too cool to get rid of. Actually, give me these because I'm going to fix my clothes. Let's see if we got enough food for her. I doubt it. Oh, and yeah, I need to go get the bank manager key. I totally forgot. We do gotta loot the town a little bit here. That's heavy, that's heavy. And there. Was that enough? Oh, right, we won't see it there. Super close. Very close. We can give her some soda. It's probably not good for her. I don't know if she's got diabetes. No idea. Alright, I gotta save some food for myself. So we'll probably find more in the bank manager's house. Just yoink. I'm kidding. Could you imagine? She'd probably stab me. She'd probably pull a knife out of nowhere and just stab the shit out of me. Oh. Totally forgot about that. Interesting, I haven't found a single revolver bullet. I feel like I should have found a bunch. Multiplayer would be fantastic as a final update. I don't think we're gonna get multiplayer because that would require a lot of changes to the game. Not, you know, not just including the multiplayer part, but also balancing the game out. The game would need to be completely rebalanced in terms of loot, in terms of difficulty, weather, stuff like that. It would be too much. If they built the game with multiplayer in mind, and they've been hiding it all these years, and they wanted to release it when the game was done, that would make sense. But they clearly haven't been designing the game for multiplayer. Or even like just co-op. I would love a co-op experience like this. It would be fun. Maybe that can come with the sequel or their next game. If their next game has a co-op experience, that would be awesome. But who knows? We'll see. I'm very excited for the future of this game, despite, you know, the last content update being Wintermute episode 5. We're still gonna get quite a bit afterwards. Actually, that's not true. Apparently, if safe house customization and the trader end up being huge hits, there's gonna be more content added for that stuff, for those. But also, those are expansion exclusive. Was this the bank manager's house? This was it. So we might still get some content updates after Wintermute episode 5. But it's for the expansion technically. And really they just said they might add more to the safe house customization, like more things you can craft.
I can still eat this.
And maybe new items for the trader, like for safe house customization, because it does sound like the trader's going to have some unique items that you might only get from them, which might also relate to the safe house stuff. I didn't make a video about it, but hopefully you did, you know, watch a video about it or read the post that Raphael made the other day regarding the safe house customization. But one of the cool things that I'm really looking forward to is if I were to make a safe house in this house, these cabinets, you can fix them and they become containers like these. So it basically just turns them into something like this and you can put stuff in there, which is very cool. And you should be able to do that with any type of like lootable thing that's not, you know, lootable. Like in Paradise, the Paradise farmhouse, Martin's house, the fridge, if you notice the lower fridge, the door was, I don't think it's technically broken. It's technically not lootable because the door is wide ass open. It doesn't actually have an inventory. I'm thinking maybe that would also fix it. You could turn that fridge into a lootable container by repairing it, even though it's not broken. It's just open. For some reason that some of the fridges are open, which I would understand if there's no loot in there, but that also removes the inventory space that they would have if they were normal, like a normal container. That's one thing I'm really excited about for this upcoming expansion update, is being able to turn all of these into lootable containers with inventory so you can store stuff. That's like the thing I'm looking forward to the most for the safe house customization.
Too heavy.
Oh, I didn't deposit any of the fuel, did I? There's the code. Oh, fun. There's a blizzard. What's my theory on the old bear? The old bear is just an old bear. It's pissed. Jeremiah explains why it's mad at him. Because Jeremiah keeps hunting it. And then I guess one day it got so enraged that it decided to hunt back, and they've been just trying to kill each other over and over again. There's nothing special about the old bear. It's just an old bear. And it's really mad at Jeremiah. And because Will shoots at it, now it's really mad at Will. Let me just loot for food. I might as well finish that side quest since I'm almost done with it. See, like, this is not lootable because it's open. This would, I think, should be repairable with the safe house customization, but I have no idea. We'll see. It's still strange as a black bear. Yeah, I don't think the bear type itself makes sense, right? I don't know. I don't know much about bears in the wilderness. All I know is that polar bears, the white bears, are in the north, and that's it. Like the pole, the North Pole area.
Hope nobody needs
Arctic
this
Circle.
anymore.
I have no idea if that means the black bear makes no sense in this part of Canada. But yeah, it's just an upset bear. I don't need the water. What am I doing? There's so much water in town. If I need water, I can just come back.
What have we here?
There we go. I'm not looting the full building. I just want to grab a little bit of food and hopefully finish this quest. The Grey Mother. Let me do the same thing for these two houses here. Real quick. Another reminder for everyone, please make sure you leave a like on the live stream. I would greatly appreciate that. It's going to help the channel grow. Every like matters. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I was gonna do it at the beginning, and I totally forgot. I hope you guys have noticed that there have been polls on the channel for the last almost month now.
End up being useful.
And today is actually the final poll for that. What I've been doing is a region bracket, and we're voting for the best region. I was gonna wait until tomorrow for this poll that went up yesterday to finalize the results. But at the very end of the stream, whatever the result is, that is the end of the poll. I'm not gonna wait till tomorrow.
Is any good to eat?
Because I think it's basically a landslide and Mystery Lake is winning. But I will look at it after this. If you want your vote to count, vote now before I close the poll on that. Technically, you can still vote, but the result will be finalized after the stream. But the last time I checked, Mystery Lake has been winning in a landslide the whole time. So definitely vote for it. Grizzlies can actually be quite a few different coats. There's even white ones called the Sun Bears up in Western Canada. Oh, interesting. Yep, the Mountaineer's hut can be fixed, which is nice. The roof. Am I carrying books? Yeah, the books are kind of pointless. They don't add a lot to the fuel count. Your notification. Yeah, there's something definitely wrong with your YouTube account. Or just YouTube in general sucks with the notifications anyways. A lot of people miss them. Like when I go through the analytics of a video, I can see how many people got the notification. And sometimes I'll see and it says notifications failed to be sent out. It literally, YouTube tells you that the notifications fail to be sent for everyone. Which is really fucking annoying. Like, they put so little effort into the notification system. And can't even be bothered to fix it. And that means sometimes people just miss notifications. But it also does seem like there is an issue with your account. I don't know what's going on. Why am I doing the Long Dark Politics? Isn't that illegal? In this channel? What do you mean, politics? Oh, voting's not politics. It's a right. Yeah, this fridge is... Yeah, you can't even loot that. That as well. What the hell? I'm only checking for first aid because they can have food in them sometimes. Oh yeah, let me do this real quick. That's better. I think if I repair that, that will be better than this. So that's 0.5, 0.5. That's better. And that's worse. That's better, but I gotta repair it. Let me harvest this. Drop that. Have I really not found any other pants? If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna get better shoes, right? Just gonna harvest this. Whatever. I was about to say, never mind, but I can repair the clothes I have. Alright, let me get back and drop off all the fuel. Because I have a lot of heavy wood on me. Oh dear. What was that? So tired. Yep, that's enough. And I don't need this. There's an infinite fire in here anyways. And this should be enough, hopefully. I'm not gonna give her cooked food. That's kind of mean. close. A 100 calories? Fine. Take my chocolate bar. And apparently she's still, it's still not enough fuel. She can have the coal. There's gonna be coal in the cave on the way to what's it called? On the way to Mystery Lake. Too many matches. Take that. I still don't think this is gonna be enough. Fuel, I mean. Right, I want to repair everything. Right, let's finish the story first, and then repair everything. While I discuss the story, we can discuss the story once we're done with it, and I can just sit there and repair shit in my inventory. Alright. Did I not? Yeah, the code. I got the code now. Hello, someone there? Why do I have to put this in? Kill me in game. 1938. Oh god, that's scary. Come on. There we go. What's your favorite region? Mine has to be Sundered Pass. Well, why weren't you voting for the polls when Sundered Pass got demolished? I'm kidding. Mine I think is still Coastal. Coastal Highway. For sure. Or Pleasant Valley. It's really just between those two most of the time. Okay, let's loot all this. I don't have 2 of the keys, that's fine. Don't care that much.
Hope I can still eat this.
Mmm. Delicious. Wonder how long that's been in there. Oh yeah, let's talk about the credit union. What video was it that I was talking about it? I forgot which one it was. It was I don't remember. But on the outside of the credit union, you can find that note that says it was closed in 2012, right? Well, it's now 10 years later, and the credit union is clearly still being used, right? So I did put that in a video at some point and discuss why it seems like the credit union's still open. Oh, it was Buffer Memories in Pleasant Valley Part 2. Because Sarah mentions the piano at Milton, and I do believe those Buffer Memories are from before the first flare. And she mentions the credit union manager. But I still do believe that the credit union, despite it not being shut down in 2012, the place was still working. They were still using it for local banking services. As you can see, the vault still had stuff in it. They were still using the credit union to, keep people's savings or personal belongings here. This place was still functioning. In fact, one of the credit union workers was still working here, and they were writing Buffer Memories well after the collapse started. I think the Buffer Memories are from this computer, if I'm not mistaken. Which I think that's the bank manager's office, isn't it? Right? Yeah, I think that's the one with the Buffer Memories. So that means Anika Longmire is the bank manager, maybe. But yeah, the Buffer Memories were written well after the collapse, and this place is still functional. People are still using it. People are still working here. but it's for local banking services, or, you know, a safe place to keep people's belongings. I'm assuming it was, you know, you have to call ahead of time to request the bank manager to help you out with something. That sort of thing. They probably weren't there all day, because that would just be a waste of money and time. Can I pick these guys up? Nope. Right, I need to do this. So yeah, the credit union, it makes sense that it's still around and kicking. I know from lower perspective, it is weird that it still has, you know, signs that it's being used. The vault is still being used to store belongings. There are buffer memories written well after the collapse, while inside the credit union by the credit union manager. So I do believe it is because they still used it for other things. I just think that the global banking services for the place stopped. Dude, are you kidding me? Is that enough? Jesus H. Ow. I need to grab some sticks for the road. So, the only thing that we're probably not going to get to cover here is Milton itself. If you're not familiar with the story of Milton, oh yeah, that's for the extra supplies. If you're not familiar with the story of Milton by now, you need to go watch the videos on Milton, because there's a lot of them. That would be better, right? Let's definitely watch the history of Milton video at the very least, because that just covers it all in general. But then, of course, there's the buffer memory. There's the 2 buffer memory videos from Milton. But really, what we're skipping is the story of why Milton is so abandoned. Not just physically abandoned by the, you know, after the first flare, but the history of the town in regards to economics, the collapse, that sort of thing. So definitely check that out, because that is very important. And it does give some context as to, you know, grandmother's feelings towards mainlanders following the collapse. Not just grandmother, everyone on the island. Let's do this real quick.
I managed to get into the bank and...
Did you find it?
Here's the safety deposit box you asked for. I still don't...
Shh, please. Give me the box.
Jewelry? I don't understand. You said this would help me find her.
It will. Outsider, it will.
I need to find my friend. Do you think you'll be okay here by yourself?
You've done more for me than you can know, Mackenzie. These pearls were my lilies.
I didn't come across anyone in the farmhouse or bank that seemed like a lily.
Lily was... It doesn't matter.
Did you get confused? In your foggy gray memories? Maybe you thought Lily and my friend were the same?
I'm sorry, Mackenzie. I thought I was helping you.
It's okay. I don't think you're in any danger anymore. You should have enough supplies to last a while now. I'm sure help is on the way.
Now that I have her pearls. Lily's things.
What? Sorry, I don't understand.
I needed the pearls to remember her, but now you can take her things. Upstairs, in her old room, her climbing gear, her maps.
They can help you get out of Milton. The path through the mountains.
You mean there's another way out?
Yes. My Lily was a climber. That's what happened. Never mind that. Take the rope, the map, follow her path. It'll lead you out of Milton and deeper into the mountains, north, towards Perseverance Mills.
Okay. If you're sure. Thank you.
Now lead me to my memories, outsider. Go out there and find your friend. And don't stop to think about Milton or Grey Mother again. We're of the old world. This new world is for the strong to survive.
Lily. Who was she?
You want to understand Lily's story? Man who fell from the sky.
I think I know enough about loss to understand why you wanted her pearls.
Then take them. To Lily.
Lily's still here? In Milton? Why didn't you say so?
Go find her. Take the pearls and give them to Lily. And then I can rest in peace.
What is happening in the chat? Okay. One thing you pick up on is that people of Great Bear Island really trusted each other. Never really trusted each other. That's the opposite of that is true. Yeah. Okay, I was confused. This is one of the things that I did not really understand too well from the tales, but over a year ago, when it was just Signal Void that was out, I was speculating on like when the details occurred. That was before I learned about the note at the airfield that basically tells you 1982 or whatever. But one of the notes from one of the journal pages from the security chief mentions the character of the islanders, that they usually don't look twice at the direction of mainlanders, like outsiders. They don't seem to care for them, nor will they offer help. So they ignore mainlanders. So that was in favor of the experiment and the people coming to the island to do the experiment. That, for some reason, made me believe it was after the collapse. Because that is something we learn in one of the lore pamphlets, the history of the collapse. Created what was I trying to say? Created resentment. And it also kind of divided the island a bit as well. But according to that journal page, that resentment kind of existed before the collapse, and even like decades before, where they just didn't view, mainlanders with, as with respect, I guess you could say. They didn't care for them. They didn't, offer help or anything. They didn't feel, or act, accepting of them. That's all the way in the 80s. And now it's even worse. But the thing with the collapse is that it created a division, kind of like a cultural, political division, where some islanders chose to continue to rely on the mainland and any supplies they can get, while others... Oh, I do have a shitload of food here. What am I doing? This is all for me. And the others would rely on themselves, their neighbors, and the island itself. So those are the people that would, go forage, go hunting, they would fish, they would cut lumber, and then they would barter and trade with each other for their supplies. While the other side, they would rely on supplies from the mainland. So places like Milton were like that. They would need those supplies from the mainland in order to survive. But Thompson's Crossing is kind of the opposite, which I find really interesting, and I pointed this out in one of the Pleasant Valley videos. I think it might have been the history of Pleasant Valley. Is that Thompson's Crossing is kind of like two sides of the same coin, where one side relied on the store, but the other side did the opposite. They were growing their own food. They were relying on the land. They had their own little community garden and also farmers market where they would trade with each other. I find that kind of as like contradicting the idea of the political division between the islanders. They shouldn't have both. For some reason they do. I feel like Thompson's Crossing is like an exception to that idea, where we need to either rely on the mainland or rely on ourselves. So there was never really like division between the islanders before the collapse. I think, would trust each other as any regular neighbors would, but that distrust wouldn't occur until after. The distrust for the mainlanders apparently has been a thing for well before the collapse, but it got even worse afterwards, to the point where the people that decided to rely on themselves and grow, their own food and would rely on the island and their neighbors was kind of seen as anti-patriotic. Like they were against Canada itself. They were against the mainland. I'm going to make a few coffees here because I might need them, but we'll see. Let's go deliver Lily's pearls. I know it's technically not important for the story. Like, it says, it looks like Astrid made it out of Milton. Continue your search beyond the town's borders. We're leaving now. We can leave. We're done with episode 1. I don't know why this isn't required. Visit Lily's grave. But it should be. I don't know why it's not. It just feels like it's too important for the story. Let me put that away. Let me quickly repair all this. Like the pants. Damn it. Damn it. Good thing I have 15 million pieces of cloth. I just wish it was actually vanilla. What are we talking about here? Daisy. Okay, we mentioned Daisy. Daniel's not here, though. I have no idea what's going on in there. There should be a The Long Dark lore mod where you play as Milton resident who escaped the Night of the Lights and made it to the highway in the mountains. Well, I don't think that's possible now, but maybe when the mod tools are released, it can be. That said 95% chance success rate. Why did it fail 3 times in a row? Sorry about that. I think I'm peeking. My bad. Sorry. Oh wait, I don't want to do that. I think I'm gonna get the better clothes. Why am I repairing clothes when I'm about to get better clothes? Oh. Don't care about that really. I am sorry everyone if I yelled too much into the mic there. This is Lily's things. Oh, I thought it included shoes. Oh, I think she gives you the shoes for completing the side quest. Anything in here? Probably not. I don't want to rummage through her things. It just feels, not right. I'll leave this here for now. Remind me to grab that later. Repair all this. And then we'll go to Lily's. And then we'll leave and finish the episode. Hold on. Let me update the chat here. Toasty is unlucky. What do you mean unlucky? That is very true. Because you guys have been very supportive. I will say that. You guys are awesome. But I do notice that nowadays the subscriber rate from videos is not, you know, what it was when the series first started. I feel like I've kind of tapped the most subscribers I'm gonna get out of just the regular lore videos. I think I need to basically wait till the expansion drops, the final update, and Wintermute episode 5. It's just, it kind of sucks right now, analytics wise. Everything across the board on YouTube kind of sucks. Like, we got a great thing going here, and I love all of you for the support. But it just feels like YouTube actively tries to sabotage me, or I guess just everyone in general. I'm not gonna repair that because I do believe I'm gonna get the better shoes if I'm correct. And you're talking about the unlucky in the repairs. Yeah, I know what you mean. But I feel in general, luck it's not on my side across the board. Hey, Grave Mother, do you need your curtains? Oh, I can't take them. Damn it. I'm taking a nap. Don't look at me. I'm a shy napper. A shy napper. Okay, we can sleep. Maybe not 12 hours. 10 hours? 9 hours? Okay, pick that up. Why does it still feel like it's dark out? What the hell? Yeah, I do feel like the lighting in Wintermute in general is really, really bad. And the saturation and everything else. I don't think you can get food poisoning in this, can you? In Wintermute? I have no idea. Alright. Let's hurry things up. We are very close to the end here. When I come back from the graveyard / the church, I will grab all my shit, including the rope and the food. Huh. It's a bit dark out. And then I'll head out and finish the episode. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this because I know it's not required, but it feels like it's necessary. Like, I don't know why they didn't make this a requirement. Like, if you don't do this, you don't get the conclusion to Grey Mother's story. Let's talk about Grey Mother, actually, because I haven't really discussed this at all. There are some hints in her dialogue that I believe are signs of dementia or some other form of memory loss condition. She's old, and she is definitely showing those signs. She's confusing Astrid for Lily. She has the memories of Lily in her, and I do believe that Astrid going through the town and grandmother hearing her voice calling for help is triggering those memories, and she's confusing them with the memories of her Lily. She once we do this and deliver the pearls and come back, she'll explain everything.
Goodness. Through another night.
But yeah, she was absolutely confusing what was happening with Astrid with what happened to Lily. We'll learn about what happened to Lily in a little bit. I'm assuming you know about it. I would hope so. That means you've played through episode 1 at the very least, or watched a video on it. But yeah, it's a very tragic story. We're almost done with it. I feel like I gotta update this. The chat. Goddamn ads. Let me get that cash real quick. It's over here somewhere.
Here it is.
Okay, the MRE is good, but yeah, I don't really care much for the stims. Not when I don't have to deal with wildlife. It's not gonna come in handy, really. Let me just see what's in here. Oh yeah, isn't there also a cache in here? Or I think there's a cache in here in Wintermute. And then I was thinking about the memento cache in the community center. The community center piano. Words are hard. It's very similar where they just stuck it inside of a loose panel in the piano. This is an organ, but you know what I mean. Not much here, really. Pitch black. Not actually pitch black. It's just really hard to see.
That'll come in handy.
All right, let's go see Lily. Big sad for Lily. Let me loot this as well. Since I didn't really get to loot much for, you know, episode 2 prep. I'm gonna do that along the way. I'm not gonna, you know, go loot the rest of town. It's a waste. All I'm finding flares, though. Alright, I'm gonna shut up here. Big sad. Uh-oh, your power flickered. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, let's return and find out the truth about Lily. Big F. Big sad. Everyone leave an F in the chat for Lily. Actually, it's kind of fucked up to say that, I feel. Especially because it's a sad death. I never knew that you returned it. Yeah, it's an optional side quest. I don't know why it's optional. It feels like it should have been part of episode, like the main story. It should have been required to leave Milton, but it wasn't. I don't know why. I kind of like this view of the town with the fog. I know it's not like survival graphics and lighting and all that. Well, this looks kind of cool and eerie a little bit. Right here, actually. Alright, let's bust out the tissue real quick. This is gonna suck to go through again.
I found Lily, your daughter. She has her pearls now.
They were the last gift I gave her on her 16th birthday.
This is the
She
song, by
wanted
the way, I
to
was talking
leave
about earlier.
Milton, to be free. She had grown up here in the mountains, a climber. She wanted to leave, to summit all the tallest peaks on Great Bear. I was afraid to let her go. Fought bitterly. And she left. She died out there in the mountains, in the wilderness.
Losing a child is...
It's like losing your own life. You have a kind heart, Mackenzie. But it's a heavy one. Go. Find your friend.
Use Lily's climbing gear and her map, and maybe then her death won't feel so empty.
Thank you. I'll come back for you.
You've done a lot for me, Mackenzie. I won't forget about you.
I'm gonna be honest, that had me tearing up a little bit. That is a very difficult cutscene to go through. Not really a cutscene, but, you know, dialogue. Oh boy. It's very sad. What I love so much about this episode, it's my favorite episode of the 4 so far, is how much Will and Grey Mother are kind of like mirror images of each other. Their stories are almost parallel. She was married, had a daughter. Their daughter had a terrible accident that caused her death, and then they divorced. Will went through the exact same thing. And in the stories, Will and Grey Mother are in the exact same position. I think it was technically in Predux, where she explains the whole husband situation. So I wouldn't consider it canon, but but Grey Mother's the one that blames her husband Martin for Lily's death because he let her go on the mountain climbing trip, which caused her death. But I don't think it's considered canon because it's not in Redux. And then in Will's story, he is the one that. Wait, isn't it? No. Again, it's all in Predux, I think. It's all on the wiki, which is like, sometimes I can't trust it because it has Predux and Redux mixed together. The reason why Astra divorces Will, so they're not the same, but you know, the stories are very similar. The reason why Astra divorces Will is because he was self-sabotaging. He was an alcoholic. He was literally killing himself in front of her, and she just wanted to get out of the marriage at that point. Again, Predux, Redux. You can't. I don't trust it sometimes because it might not be canon anymore. So I got the good shoes, but yeah, that's what I love about episode 1 so much is that it's because Will and Grey Mother are basically the same person with the exact same story, more or less. And this is supposed to be Will's lesson to reconcile with Astrid so that he can hopefully divert himself from the path that Grey Mother has taken, which is a life of loneliness, of solitude, of pain and grief. I think we're done here. Let's move on. Let me grab coffee. Let me take all the coffee because I just remembered episode 2 has a lot of walking across multiple regions. Let me take what I can carry. Oh, I can carry all the water. I might as well. Let me take as much as I can with me because I know we don't lose this loot. Support your kids or they end up doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, that and losing a kid is an awful thing. I can't imagine it. We don't really need that many flares. Okay, we do have Carter coming up on Friday. I need cloth. Ah. No, don't repair it. It's a very depressing story. But yeah, I do believe the Predux stuff isn't canon if it didn't make it into this. Into Redux. So I try to generally not talk about it, but it is kind of confusing when the wiki kind of mixes it all up. The wiki does have a lot more information about Grey Mother's story and about Will and Astrid that isn't in the game anymore. So you see why it's hard to consider it canon if it didn't make it into the game. with Redux. There's a lot more details for both of their stories. Alright, Grey Mother. Goodbye. Can I have more soup? I thought you got a second cup of soup, but I guess not. God. We gotta go. I put on the shoes, right? I did not. I was barefoot for a few seconds there. Now my feet are soaked. Let me finish the soup, actually. I've got like a drop of it left. Anyone else crying a little bit on the inside after that cutscene? In that dialogue? Am I the only one? I hope not. That's a lot of water. Jesus. Oh! Yikes. Totally forgot we gotta do that. The game does autosave, but I could lose progress if I don't save. Alright, it's time to leave Milton. I'm good. Okay. That's fine. I has no weapon. I haven't found a single weapon. I don't think there's as many weapons in Milton anyways for this. I think one of the only few weapons you can get are the rocks and the flare gun if you bring it, but I didn't bring it. Honestly, bringing that food container, the emergency food, wasn't even worth it. Wasn't it? It was like some energy bars, like 4 of them, and a water bottle, 1 liter of water. I don't think that'd be enough to survive more than a day. I think it should have more water than anything. Uh-oh. Oh dear. That deer's about to be dinner. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's keep going. Speed things up. What time is it? Okay, yeah, we gotta finish this up quickly. Oh! Hopefully I can get episode 2 done in about the same pace. The thing is, half of it is trekking across multiple regions, and that takes a while. I guess that's why the coffee, yeah, the coffees and the stims will be helpful for that. You played this when it came out, when the Predux version came out, or when the Redux came out? Because they're very different. Especially episode 2. Episode 2 is very different in terms of the story. The amount of details for Grey Mother and her background is actually less. It's not as detailed in Redux for some reason. I don't know why they chose to do that, but I guess it's just to make her a bit more of a mysterious character, even though all that information is still available, regardless if it's canon or not. I didn't bring like 15 books, right? No. You only played episode 1? Why aren't you playing the rest? What are you doing? You should play them all. If you plan on waiting until episode 5 drops, I've got some bad news for you, buddy. You gotta play through it all anyways just to unlock episode 5. I don't think you can play episode 5 right off the bat. You have to unlock them all. So I would start playing now. Just have a save ready. I have a bad
feeling I'm never gonna see this place again.
Well, don't say that. You're gonna make me cry again. Here we go.
Holy. That hurts a lot. What the hell? I guess that rope was older than it looked.
Yep. Well, did you not see the year on the gravestone? That was Lily's rope. 85, buddy. 85. Ow. My tuchus. Guess I don't need to eat. I did use up a lot of energy there. Let's drink a coffee. Because I got another rope climb to get out of here. What's this? Huh. Okay, now I will admit, this is pretty weird, right? the corpse next to Methuselah. Also, this isn't here in survival. This looks like a broken down house, and neither is this or that. I don't know what any of this is. Where did this house come from? This is not in survival. Strange.
So, we meet again.
This what you do? Hang around campfires and share wisdom?
These are confusing times. Let me see if I can help you make sense of them. I am an old man. I've seen many things. Some would say too many. I've seen this happen before. We've sinned. Now we're paying the price.
Are you talking about religion?
Not religion. Redemption.
Is this about the lights in the sky?
The lights in the sky are a reckoning. The wonder of humanity and all its creations laid bare. Her warnings went unheeded.
Whose warnings?
Mother Nature's. The signs were there for those willing to see them. This has all happened before. Soon we'll all be tested. We'll have to choose how far we'll go to survive.
What do you mean this has happened before?
Big change is coming. Are you ready to face it?
I'm no hero. I'm just looking for someone. Doing my best to survive in the meantime.
The end of Milton's story is a sad one. Too many people lost after already too much suffering. You chose to take mercy. To save a life that probably didn't deserve to be saved.
You mean the convict? How'd you know about that?
Whispers in the wind.
That bastard deserved to die all right. But it's not for me to pass judgment on that.
Let's hope you hold on to your merciful ways, and the new world doesn't just grind you to dust.
Look, my friend is out there. I'm gonna find her, and then we're gonna get out of here. The power's gonna come back. We'll get the roads back open, Milton will recover. Everything will go back to being the way it's supposed to be.
How do you know this isn't how things are supposed to be?
Good luck, old man. Enjoy your apocalypse.
You keep your luck, stranger. I have a feeling you're going to need it.
Oh, every time it's like chills. I'm taking those. I'm assuming those are for me. Yeah, every time I talk to him, it makes me question everything I've speculated on him, but I do still feel like what I say in the video about him, I do feel like I'm still correct, or mostly correct. It's him knowing what you do to Hobbs. It's him getting down here somehow, which is impossible without a rope. It's a lot of little things about Methuselah that make you question who he is. And we could talk a little bit about what specifically he's talking about. He's talking about this has all happened before. That is something that I'm still questioning what he's referring to. And also he mentions apocalypse of an apocalypse at some point. I don't remember if it's in episode 2. But before I did feel like apocalypse of an apocalypse meant was referring to the collapse and then the first flare. But I don't believe that anymore. I think he's talking about the first flare itself being the first apocalypse, and then the second one being what follows. There is something else going on. If you've been watching along in the videos, or if you played along in the game, there are subtle hints that there is something more to this apocalypse than just Aurora's. Whatever that is the second apocalypse. But also, you could say that the second apocalypse is just the fall of the world itself in terms of like societal norms, you know, morality, the rise in murder and theft and hunger and suffering, because everything that we knew that helped society function is completely gone. The rules of survival have been rebuilt, and the actions of the people are going to bring about another apocalypse. I think that's what that second apocalypse could also refer to. I don't think it no longer has anything to do with the collapse. He does talk about, you know, how the earthquakes and the collapse have basically destroyed Great Bear, but I don't think the apocalypse to an apocalypse phrase, or this has all happened before, has anything to do. Well, actually, I do believe that the other phrase, the collapse, is what he's referring to in the phrase, this has all happened before. I think that does refer to the collapse, but the apocalypse to the of an apocalypse is the first flare, and this other apocalypse that's still impending. Alright, I'm gonna we could save before the tunnel exit. I want to do one last save before I load into the final cutscene. Violin. Scary. Yeah, the collapse itself is an apocalypse of some kind, because it effectively destroyed the world economy and completely changed how it works. Now it's no longer focused on the Western world. It switches to China, which throws North America, you know, into chaos. So you could consider that an apocalypse itself. It's just not the traditional kind. We got a laptop, so I think I'm good. I don't know how network will fare though. Ah, your power went out, I'm assuming? Is that what you were talking about? Oh no, it did go out, I'm sorry. And then, yeah, Will did ask, is this about religion? And he says, no, it's about redemption. And I did talk about this in the video, but redemption is, it does have a biblical meaning, but it's a word that can have a more generalized meaning. It has biblical symbolism. So does the word, the name Methuselah. Methuselah is the name of the oldest living human in the Bible. Oh. Oh no, are you okay?
Useful.
Are you okay? Like an icicle. I do think that Methuselah is supposed to be a reference to the biblical Methuselah. And also I'm just getting into details from the video. You should watch it because it's a very interesting video. If you look on his shirt, it shows the Omega symbol, which in biblical terms, that is a reference to God. Or I guess in Greek mythology, not Greek mythology, but like, because it's the Greek letter Omega, it means God, but it also means the end, because it's the last letter in the Greek alphabet. Just more, you know, biblical, apocalyptic references there. But redemption, I think that is going to come with the end of the world. I think just the actions of the survivors, no matter what they do, I think that's where the redemption is going to come in play. I don't Do you need firewood for episode 2? Or do you need fuel for episode 2? I don't think so, right? I think you just need... Do you need food at all? Like, where you had to get stuff for grandmother? I don't remember. That might have been a Predux thing. That I'm just misremembering. Excuse me. Let me save here because I don't know where the trigger is. But a lot of the things he's talking about, I think, are foreshadowing. Not all of it has occurred, especially if the second apocalypse hasn't still happened or is ongoing. It's a lot of just, it doesn't make sense, but as you play the game and you're seeing how desperate people are getting, like Molly doing her thing, Mathis trying to break his son out of prison, everyone is kind of going crazy and doing things that you would not consider in a normal situation. Will getting the option to select Hobbs's fate, which I still think he dies anyways. I don't think he actually lives, but sparing Hobbs or just putting him out of his misery. I think it goes along the idea of redemption. Like, Will has the option to kill someone. How can he redeem himself after that? But I do, like, in this point, Will doesn't know or understand what's going on exactly. He doesn't believe it's an apocalypse yet. So I think, headcanon-wise, Will isn't going to kill Hobbs. But they have the option to do it. It's kind of going along the theme of redemption, of the apocalypse, all the different things that Methuselah is talking about. It's really all just, it doesn't make sense, but the themes, the actions, the things that happen in the game all kind of plays into it. Into the idea of the end of the world, the idea that society has collapsed and that everyone has to survive. And that's it. That's episode 1. Episode 2, I will I'll continue or start it on Friday. So if you want to see more Wintermute or The Long Dark in general, come by on Friday. I almost said Tuesday. Alright, I'm going to leave it here on the screen and I'll get the screenshot. That is it for the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you have more questions about lore, please leave them in the comment section at this point. It's the end of the stream. I'm glad to answer them, and I'll direct you to videos if you haven't watched them yet, so that you can get more concrete answers. But I would highly suggest, at the very least, since episode 5 is around the corner in a few months, not really around the corner, but you know what I mean. It's coming very soon. Catch up on Wintermute. Definitely catch up on at least the 4 main Wintermute videos. The Night of the Lights video, the Will and Astrid one, and then from there you can pick and choose which ones you want to watch besides those. But definitely the 4 episode videos, and then the Night of the Lights is also kind of important as well, because it takes place during episode 1, but it's from Astrid's perspective. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like on the live stream, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you want me to answer questions about the lore. I will try to stick to episode 1 stuff for this, but if you have other questions, you could ask it. That's fine. Come by tomorrow and on Wednesday, at least for the next few weeks, or tomorrow's Wednesday, idiot. Wednesday or Saturday for the next few weeks. I will be playing through Stalker 2. It comes out tomorrow, so I'll get to play on launch day. What else was I going to say? That's about it. The next few weeks is going to be The Long Dark, Wintermute, and Stalker 2. So it should be fun. I will see you tomorrow, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.